Hey Pam, I was wondering about your answer, to my marriage proposal. What do you say?
That again, huh?
Yeah, sorry if I'm being overly persistent, but it's been 5 months since I proposed, and it's really bugging me. If you have a reason for turning me down, I want you to be honest and tell me.
Well, not sure how to say this, but I still want to make sure, I guess.
Make sure? Huh? Make sure about what?
Yeah, I want to make sure Matt, if you're really good for me.
But now? Do you want me to make sure now? I mean, we've been going out for 4 years now. Are you still not sure? Also, when Carl suggested we live together first, you were a bit wishy-washy about that too. I really would appreciate some kind of reaction from you. You keep giving me the runaround.
Reaction, huh? Yeah, okay. You brought up my brother's name, so this may just be the opportune time.
Opportune?
Okay, I'm gonna be straight with you then. About your annual income, it's way lower than Carl's, right?
Huh?
Come on, it's lower, right?
Yeah, well, I guess. I never really talked about it, but yeah, I guess his income is higher. He works at a foreign firm, and his sales record is way up there at the top, right? Besides, he's like 10 years older than either of us. I've only been working for 3 years, so he's way ahead of me. I mean, it's obvious he would be making more.
Yeah, I guess you're right. My brother, boy, he is really awesome, isn't he?
Huh? Hey, Pam, aren't we getting a little sidetracked here?
Sidetracked? What do you mean?
I mean, Carl's annual income has nothing to do with my marriage proposal to you.
Well, actually, it's got everything to do with it.
Really? Why?
So, that's that, so I'm sorry.
Huh?
Your marriage proposal, I'm gonna pass on it. I'm really sorry.
But why? At least give me a reason!
Well, I have to marry someone that will surpass my brother. I hope you understand.
Huh? Are you serious? That's a little insulting, don't you think? I agree that Carl is a great guy and all that, and I really do respect him, but he's been working for 10 years and I've only been working 3 years, straight out of college. How could you compare the two? Comparing the two of us just doesn't make sense.
But the fact is that my brother Carl is way more awesome than you. You should be grateful. I gave you 3 years since joining the company to make something of yourself. Matt, I really thought you were the one. I was sure you would be able to surpass my brother Carl. But I'm sorry to say that the 3-year wait was just a waste of time. So sorry. I hope you understand.
Are you being serious?
I am, and since the whole thing is off, we no longer have to meet. See ya.
Huh? Wait!
I'm gonna block you. Nice talking to you. Bye-bye. Hey, Matt, I heard. Are you okay?
Hey sis, what's up?
I heard it all from Carl. Didn't really know how I should contact you. Hey, cheer up, little brother.
Sorry to worry you.
And Carl, he feels really bad about the whole thing. It seems Pam has had an almost abnormal love for her older brother since they were kids. He was actually taken aback by the demands. Comparing you to Carl, he's really disheartened about the whole thing. Thinks it's all his fault.
Yeah, I get it. After all, it was Carl who introduced me to Pam 3 years ago. But please tell him it's not his fault. He had nothing to do with it. Tell him not to feel bad about the whole thing.
Okay, not a problem. I'll tell him. Are you... Matt, you really going to be okay?
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Don't worry. My buddy took me out drinking the other day and got an earful of all of my grievances. I'm sure he had a good time. My heart was a bit wounded, but I'm starting to feel better. I'll get over it.
Well, that makes me feel way better.
Hey sis, can I blow off steam with you on occasion?
What? For sure. Blow off all the steam you want. That's why I sent you the line message. Steam away.
Thanks, sis. Really appreciate it. Really. Always so manly.
Hey, excuse me, but I'm a woman.
Maybe I should call you Master Yoda. Huh?
Huh? Am I so shriveled up and windy? Well, if you can make jokes like that, you're gonna be just fine, little brother.
I'm glad I talked to you, sis. I feel way better already.
So, I also hear you're coming home at the end of the month.
Yeah, figured I could talk with Dad. He would be able to get me back on track again. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I guess I'll head home then too. Let's all sit down and have a few drinks. It'll be fun for a change.
Yeah, that sounds great. Cheers!
Hey Matt, it's been a while. There was something I wanted to ask you. Do you have a bit of time?
Yeah, what's up? It's been ages. Can I help you with something?
Yeah, my brother, Carl, he's getting married.
Yeah, I know.
So you also must know who his wife-to-be will be, Michelle, right?
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I? Michelle is my sister.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So I take it you had no idea.
No, I didn't.
When Carl introduced me to you, he said I was his girlfriend's younger brother.
Yeah, I guess I forgot all about that. I got it all wrong. I thought he said you were someone's brother from work.
Yeah, well, my sister works at the same office as Carl. There's no doubt about that. But it really doesn't matter. It's all in the past. So, what is it you want? Alrighty, if that's all, see ya.
Please, wait.
Huh? What now?
Matt, I made up my mind. I decided to accept your proposal.
Huh?
I think we're perfect for each other.
But you rejected my proposal a long time ago. And I thought you didn't want a guy whose annual income was less than Carl's.
Please, forget all that. I gave it a lot of thought, and I came to the conclusion that you were the best for me. If you're still angry that I rejected you, please give me another chance. Matt, would you marry me?
Sorry, gonna pass.
Huh?
Our relationship ended when you rejected my proposal years ago.
Yeah, well, I just rejected the proposal. I didn't intend to end our romantic relationship.
You said the whole thing was off and that we no longer had to see each other. Then you blocked me. Yeah, real romantic. Okay then. I'm gonna block you! Nice talking to you! Bye-bye! Remember that?
Huh? Yeah, kinda.
That's what you said the last time we talked. It was clear at that moment that you never intended to see me ever again. And you insist that our so-called romantic relationship hasn't ended? Please, give me a break. If this is a joke, it's not very funny.
It's not a joke. How could you say that? I really care for you, Matt. That's why I contacted you. I'm being serious, really.
Huh? I see. So what are you so serious about, can I ask?
Like I said, I'm serious about getting married.
I don't think that's it.
Why won't you believe me?
Okay, listen up. You know perfectly well that I'm Carl's fiance's brother. On top of that, Carl and I are really close friends now. With all that said, you really think I didn't hear?
Huh? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Hear what?
I'm talking about when Carl and Michelle started living together in preparation for getting married. It was right about that time you started harassing my sister. Right?
Huh? I don't know anything about that.
You snuck behind their backs and made yourself an extra key, and then snuck around the neighborhood where they lived, and when Carl wasn't around, you started giving Michelle a hard time, pestering her constantly. What's more, you used that extra key and snuck into their house, rummaging through her stuff, using it without her permission? But I know my sister. She can handle herself just fine. She talked to Carl about that whole thing. As a result, they decided to move. And so, now you're not able to get in contact with them. Did I leave out anything?
No, that's not right. I was only...
What's not right?
I don't want to criticize your sister, but she's got everything all mixed up is all.
Mixed up? Huh?
Yeah, that's right. Totally delusional. I didn't do anything of the sort. What do I have to be shunned when I didn't do anything? Matt, you're really close with them, right? Could you please tell me where they moved to? You tell me and I'll marry you.
Okay, let me get this straight. I tell you where they moved, and as a consolation prize, I get to marry you. Is that right?
That's right. Pretty good deal, huh?
Not exactly.
Come on, Matt. Stop beating around the bush. I know you want it.
Like I said, I'm gonna pass.
Well, that was before you knew that your sister was delusional. Now that you know it was all a mix-up by your sister, no problem.
It's no mix-up. It's fact.
I'm starting to sound like a broken record. I said I didn't do anything.
Let's get one thing straight. Their actions were based on sound evidence. They made sure of that.
Evidence?
They installed numerous security cameras in the house, and Michelle always carried around a tiny IC recorder. So with that, they collected all the footage of you in the house and your nasty comments to my sister. They also listed all the items that were stolen. Michelle took all this evidence and showed it to Carl, and they made the decision to move, without informing you.
But then that means...
Once my sister sets her mind to it, she will not stop until she's 100% satisfied. I'm sorry to say, you are not in the same league as her. I suggest you back off for your own good.
But you can't. If my brother sees all that, all the stuff I did, he'll hate me forever.
Oh, so you admit you did all that stuff?
But I couldn't just let it go. I never expected my brother to get married.
What are you talking about?
I mean, my brother is going to be taken away from me. Obviously, I would try to stop it and take him back. And you too, Matt. You're just keeping up appearances, aren't you? I bet you're jealous as hell that your sister's being taken away from you.
No, not really.
No way! How could you not feel resentful?
Resentful? No, not at all.
Come on, you're lying. Hey, I'm in the same predicament as you. I understand your feelings. We're like two peas in a pod. So, we get married, you tell me where my brother is, everyone's happy.
I keep trying to tell you. Yeah, I am really fond of my sister. In fact, I love her dearly. But, unlike your abnormal brotherly love, or obsession, I should say, I don't go screwing things up for them.
Huh?
Besides, it's been quite a long time since they've been seeing each other. It was like 2 years ago that Carl proposed to my sister.
Huh? That long ago?
They were both pretty busy and couldn't get enough time to tie the knot. That's all. If, as you say, I was so obsessed with my sister, don't you think I would have done something about it a long time ago?
Well, I guess.
What if I did make a fuss and tried to take my sister away from Carl? I can just see you getting all upset with me about hurting your precious brother, right?
Yeah, well, I can't imagine anybody disliking my brother.
Are you starting to realize what you're saying? Everything you're saying is contradictory.
Huh?
You say I would probably be really jealous if someone took my sister away from me. You also say you can't imagine anybody disliking your brother. So which is it? Do you want me to be friends with Carl, or do you want me to hate him? Which is it?
Huh, well, I'm just saying.
And another thing. I consider Carl more than a brother. A true friend. So I'm happy for them. And hope they have a good life together.
But that's...
About my sister marrying, I'm happy for her. But it's her life. She can do how she pleases. But I do know this. I don't want anything to do with someone who would marry me just to get her brother back.
But why?
You figured if you married me, you would never be separated from your brother, am I right? Well, it's all for nothing, actually. I'm already married.
Huh?
I got married earlier this year.
You're not serious. Wait a second. What about me? What happens to me? How am I gonna find out where my brother is? At least have him meet me so we can talk. I'll head over to your place right away.
Not sure that's possible. I moved out of state. With the whole family.
What? Where?
Anyways, I already rejected your proposal, so no need to meet anymore, right? See ya!
Please, wait just a sec!
Bye-bye. Gonna block you. After learning of Pam's abnormal obsession and relentless pestering of Michelle, Carl was furious. My sister took all the evidence she had and showed it to Pam's parents. Pam's parents were very fond of Michelle and liked Carl. They were infuriated with her actions. But Pam, being Pam, felt no remorse for what she did, and was eventually kicked out of the house. Pam had quit her job and lived life as what's called a NEET, and after bunking with various friends, she eventually met some guy and started living with him. Turns out the guy was actually married, just living away from home temporarily due to his job or something. After that, all I heard was she got deeply into debt and started working the nightlife, if you know what I mean. As for Carl and Michelle, yep, happily married, and, as was their longtime dream, working and living overseas. Last I heard, they were having a great time over there.